How you doing, Seth?
I'm good. How you?
Not too bad. What makes John a guy you want to win for?
Cause he's a everyday type of guy. I just feel like he come in and he put the work in. Like he lead by example, and he talks, he lead us, he yells at us all the time, like positive ways, and he just wants everybody to be the best that they could be, so we could be the best that we can be. So he's just an everyday guy. So when you see somebody like that working hard, it just makes you want to go just as hard as him. So.
Seth, so the defense has been good all season. The offense has been up and down. What needs to change offensively to turn losses into wins?
I just feel like we just got to be more consistent, and offensively, we just got to get in the flow. Like it's a process. Like it's like growing pains. Like we still trying to get to know each other. Like this is a brand new team. I feel like a lot of people forget that, and we just still trying to get used to each other, get the chemistry and stuff like that. And I mean, when Greg come back soon, it's going to be the same thing with him. I'm just trying to get back in the flow and just still get used to each other playing styles. It's different when you play with somebody for like 2-3 years. Like you know each other, but we've been with each other for a couple months. So it's like we're going to get it. It's going to click sooner than later. So.
Seth, the past couple of games have come down to the wire a little bit, have been close to the end. What have you kind of learned about Coach Shrewsbury in these tight end of game situations?
I could just tell that he'd been in these situations before, and he'd been to the tournament, stuff like that. He played in a lot of close games, and you could tell because he always he don't get out of character. He stays the same person. Like he don't coach different. He don't act different, and he just he believes in us, and he just want us to learn from these experiences and stuff like that, and learn from our mistakes. So I definitely feel comfortable with him in the future with these close games. So.
Seth, just touching on that chemistry that you talked about, trying to get to know new guys. How have the new guys in the program responded to some of the adversity that you guys are under, like losing a couple of games, playing tough opponents? How has the collective response been?
I mean, they, the guys that been here before, like we still learn ourselves. So like for them I know it's definitely gonna be a learning experience for them all season, as it always going to be. And they just try and soak everything in, everything that we tell each other. Like it's a learning experience, and we just all try and get better, and we just all learning from each other. And it's just a situation like. They know that they've never been in the Big Ten. Like this is like their first Big Ten game for a lot of them, and they see how physical it is and stuff like that. So hopefully it's like an eye-opening experience for them, and just a learning experience. So we just get in practice and just learn from our mistakes and stuff like that. And we're just gonna learn the whole year. We're just gonna keep getting better.
From a coaching perspective, how many coaches do you know in the Big Ten? How many assistants do you know? Like, did you know who Micah was before he got the job from just sort of being around the league for a while, or is your repertoire of Big Ten coaching names sort of your own guys and Tom Izzo?
Honestly, no. I know like head coaches, but I don't really know assistant coaches like that. I don't really be caring about that. I just always worry about my team.
Hey, Seth. Micah was in here talking a little bit about ball movement early in games and why that's important, just to kind of get you guys in the flow. Do you feel that way as well? Like that can create a flow for you if it happens early?
Nah, yeah, 100%. I just feel like when Shu just set the tempo and set the pace for the beginning of the game, like you set the tempo and the pace for the rest of the game. Like once we get the ball movement and stuff like that, like the defense got to react, and like when the ball's stagnant, it's easier to guard. So like once we move the ball around and get a couple of reverses and stuff like that, the offense is going to be so much better. It's going to be more open shots for each other, and then that's when we could attack one-on-one and stuff like that. But if the ball's stagnant and then you try to attack one-on-one, there's people heavy in the gaps and stuff like that, so it's hard to get to the rim and get to the bucket. So.
Do you look at rankings at all when you're looking at the schedule coming up? I mean, Coach Shrewsbury was just talking about how many ranked teams you're probably going to face through the Big Ten slate. Is that a motivator at all?
To me, honestly, no. Like I don't really be caring about rankings. I respect everybody the same. Whether it's the worst team in the country, if it's the number one team in the country, you got to respect your opponent always, and you just got to prepare the same way. That's just the mentality that I have. And but it's the Big Ten, so I feel like every game is gonna be a dogfight. So you just got to go into into the game with that mentality. So I just respect all my opponents.
When it comes to defense, how has Shrewsbury's style helped your game?
Defensively, I feel like he keeping it simple for us, and it's not too much overthinking. And I just feel like we just have mental lapses sometimes defensively. And like I said, it's a learning experience. We still trying to get to know each other and stuff like that. I mean, I played with, like, you see, I ain't gonna lie, yesterday in the game, Jamari was still doing the same stuff he was doing from when he was at Penn State. It's just like building habits, and it's like with us, like we just gotta build those habits, and we're gonna keep building those habits every day in practice. Like we do the same defensive drills every single day, but it's only for the good. Like it's only gonna make us build these habits, so we could just keep picking up on it in the game and stuff like that.
Thank you for your time, Seth.
Thank you.